The price of Bitcoin right now is currently set at $22,823. The past few days now, it's been in a very solid downtrend. However, at this moment in time, we've got a CME gap that is now open at $23,545, significantly higher than where the price of Bitcoin currently sits, which means that this week is going to be a very interesting one because technically the price of Bitcoin will move to the upside to close that gap. And this current downtrend that we're in right now probably won't last all that much longer. Like, looking at it in terms of where we're at, we've got a very clear level that I'm going to talk about in just a second, that if we lose that level, again, we'll probably start heading down then to a little bit lower levels, a bit more accumulation before rally back to the upside. But it's important to consider all of these things, and I am currently trading the markets right now. I've got a bunch of open trades I'm going to show you in today's video, and of course, we're going to be talking about the price of Dafi and the price of XTP, because both of them are warming up very significantly today, and it looks like we're going to get big moves on both of them this week. So if that does interest you, please do drop a like on today's video. We're trying to get 1,000 likes, so please do drop a like. Again, I'm posting this fairly early in the day, so it's going to get a lot less likes. Needs your support. Support the algorithm, support the channel, drop a like on the video. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jordan. I make videos about cryptocurrency every day. Very important day for me today because cryptosavingexpert.com is launching, which, again, if you want to see cryptosavingexpert.com, you can do all of your charting on there. You can use it to educate yourself more about cryptocurrency. All you need to do today, go to cryptosavingexpert.com and just make an account. Honestly, it'd be one of the best decisions you make all week. But on that note, it's time to crack on with today's video. And looking at today's video, what do we have right now? Well, in terms of Bitcoin's price, $22,830, and the way that it's currently trending, we're in just kind of a bit of a downtrend. Again, this bull flag has turned into a very extended period of downtrend. It's unfortunate, but we're still maintaining this level of support. But let me actually zoom out on this chart right now and show you what would happen if we were to lose this level of support, because then it would start to get a little bit more nasty, because we've got this massive gap in liquidity in this range right here. If we were to lose this level of support, God knows how low we'd drop. I mean, for me, I would only turn bearish at the point whereby we lost the lowest level of support that we've got in this range, which is currently set at $22,319, $500 below where the price of Bitcoin currently sits. That's the point for me where I go, right, it's time to exit the positions that I'm in right now. In terms of the positions that I'm in right now, let me show you them. Again, this is my current trading setup that I've got right now. As you can see, they've got a $10,000 profit on the Bitcoin long position at the top of the screen. Then we've got minus $4,500 on the next Bitcoin one, then plus $4,000 on Algorand, plus $1,500 on BNB. And then we've got a few losses here, but not really so much value until you get down to the Ethereum trade. But again, bearing in mind the size of this Ethereum trade, this is quite insignificant. And also, we've already taken $3,000 of profit. So for me, this one is pretty much at my entry, or thereabouts. My entry is 1645. The current price is 1630. If we bounce up today, and I kind of expect that we probably will do, based on the analysis that I'm about to show you, then we're not going to worry about this at all. At the same time, Ethereum long position, currently $11,500 in profit, cancelling out any of those losses. Then we've got a few more losses. But again, I want to point out all of these trades right here, they look like they're in a loss, but they're only small losses, and at the same time, it's very close to my entries. The reason why these losses look slightly higher is because these are slightly large amounts of money. So again, a little bit of volatility on the charts can cause you to make or lose a lot of money. It does happen. And bearing in mind that, look, if Bitcoin's price goes up 5%, I'd make about $100,000 on these trades. I'm not that bothered really as to what the current, like, basically everything is at my entry. And if I'm correct in terms of we go up and close that CME gap, which is 3% higher than the current price of Bitcoin, we can expect a bump in this value of this portfolio. So I'm pretty excited about that, and that's kind of what I expect is going to happen. The other trade that we've got here that's in profit is CHAINLINK right now. So again, screenshot it, do what you want, copy me, don't copy me, I don't really care. In terms of the net P&L right now, currently sat at $7,000. So not bad, not good, just kind of in between. Not the perfect week of trading so far, but nonetheless, a good one. Could happen if we get this CME gap close at $23,445. Now, other things to consider about the current price of Bitcoin would be looking at the weekly chart right now. We do appear like things are getting significantly better. And look at the liquidity. As soon as Bitcoin breaks out of this current range, there is no liquidity all the way up to the moon again. The only reason why we're getting rejected right now is because we're basically hitting this 200 weekly moving average. That's the only thing that's stopping us from going any further in price right now is this 200 weekly moving average. And we can see that we broke it in the past and dropped to the downside quite significantly. However, in the past, we've also treated it as support. I think that we'll break the 200 weekly moving average within the next week or two. I think it might take no, it can probably happen sooner than that. It could even happen this week. We've done now about 2 weeks of consolidation at and around this price range now. So Bitcoin has consolidated enough here. You can see these two candles. Hey, come on, zoom in. You can see those two candles at the top there, and we're on the third weekly candle around this range right now. That would mean essentially we've done a little bit of consolidation at this range, a similar amount of consolidation that as to what we've seen in the past when treating this as a support or resistance level. Tends to only spend a couple of weeks before either getting rejected or getting accepted. I expect it to get accepted by the 200 weekly moving average. Moving over to the price of Ethereum, we've got a control line here in the middle of the screen. That control line is currently sitting about $1,635. Currently, the price of Ethereum is trading at $1,630. As soon as we pass through 1,635, we basically cross through a key level of resistance. And at that point in time, we've passed the control line and we should return to the top of this formation right here, which will be about 1,671. At the point whereby we break through 1,671 and close a 1 hour candle above that, that would pretty much confirm a very significant breakout. And of course, above this range again, no liquidity, we'd probably have a very significant price increase all the way up to about $1,800. And $1,800 has got a fair bit of resistance there, but when we crack that, there's no resistance then up to $2,400. So you can understand why I'm getting excited right now and why I don't want to close my long positions based off I think the market might pump still, and I'm still quite confident about that. One of the trades that I have got open right now that is currently sat in a very minor loss is the holochain trade. But let me explain this to you. This is pretty much an all-time low for the past 3 years on holochain. The price has only risen up 30% since it hit those lows, and right now it's just having a little bit of consolidation in this range. But if you to zoom in on this and let it reset, essentially you can see that we're in this trading channel. So I would expect to bounce to the top of the trading channel. Like, look how many times the price just bounces back to the upside. It's not an uncommon occurrence, especially recently. It's just everybody's brain is still programmed for a bear market. So naturally, every time the prices go down, they all want to sell. And so that creates these big wild swings because naturally the market is changing sentiment, but at the same time, some people can't get their head around that, and so naturally they just want to sell every single time the price goes up. Now, those people are going to be the ones that are regretting it in about 6 weeks' time. If the price of Bitcoin gets up to $30,000, they will regret it, and then they'll have to buy back in at a higher level, and that could cause a continuation of the upwards price action. But speaking of altcoins in today's video anyway, the first altcoin that I want to bring to your attention is, of course, Dafi protocol. Currently trading... Hang on, there we go. Currently trading at 3 cents, basically 3.3 cents. It peaked last night. As I said it'd get close to 4, if not break 4. Didn't quite manage to break 4, but it is continuing this big old bull flag, which is looking very nice, to be honest. If you look at that on zoom out a little bit, you can see basically we're bull flagging outwards, which is great to see. And we've got this nice support up here. I expect this week is going to be a big one for Dafi, purely because they've got this massive news that is coming out. I don't know whether it's Tuesday or Wednesday, but essentially there is big news coming. I'm going to cover it in a full video on the main channel as well when that news does come. And I expect some price stimulation based off the back of this news because it does affect the value of the token in a very positively significant way. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about the future of Dafi. Now, the next one would be, of course, XceedMe, whose price has been rallying very significantly and it appears to have found support here. If we look at the hourly chart for XceedMe, been doing a little bit of downtrend, but it's finding these support levels here around 13 cents. And I think that XceedMe, to be honest, could be due for another move to the upside fairly soon, especially if Bitcoin gets a continuation of this uptrend. We'll probably see that reflected in the altcoin market as well, hence why I bought more XceedMe again the other day, because the price went down a little bit. I thought, you know what? Let's buy some. Now, other things to point out. A strong buy on the 1 minute for XTP is being flagged by CryptoSavingExpert.com. This is the XTP chart right now. Currently just flagging up lovely. Like, this is the perfect bull pennant. And this week I am expecting a big breakout on the price of XTP. If you look at the orders that have been going through this morning, there's been like, I just drag this bar because it always resets. If you look at the orders that have been going through this morning, there's a lot of buys. And look at these ones. There's some big buys going through at the moment on XTP. A little bit of selling there, but again, mostly buys. And when you're seeing mostly buys coming through with increasingly weak sell walls, like these are not strong sell walls at all. And look at the depth in these books right now. This is some serious depth that you're seeing. I think that this is going to lose it today, and I think that essentially we're probably going to see a significant rise up in the price of XTP, probably within, as in a significant rise up within the next couple of days. I just expect it's coming pretty soon. So bear that in mind when it comes to the altcoin space. That's looking really good, especially XTP, Dafi, and Exceed Me. They're all looking pretty good right now. In terms of Bitcoin, just to reiterate the levels of support, if we lose the level here at approximately $22,650 there or thereabouts, then yeah, we may break down to here about $22,300, and a loss of $22,300 will mean that we actually drop back down into the lower range here around $21,300. As you can see right here. At the same time, if we manage to break resistance here on the control line on Bitcoin, which is sat at 23K, we'll bounce up to the top of this pennant. And at that point, that's 23,200. A break of 23,200 should mean that Bitcoin then goes on to make new highs for 2023. So on that note, guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, please do drop a like on it. I would sincerely appreciate that. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, turn on channel notifications, and do not miss a single one of these videos, because if you want to stay up to date on the world of cryptocurrency, you need to pay attention, and also you need to watch some tutorials. So watch the trading tutorial that you'll see on the screen right now. Have a great day, and of course, I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, like, see you in a bit. Goodbye.